During this session of training of the Hunter adaslink, I'm going to be discussing the built-in diagnostic and repair information. This is one thing that sets this tool apart from all others in the industry. I'm going to be discussing vehicle coverage guide, repair source, diagnostic information, wiring diagrams, Google, Identifix, Mitchell 1, all data, repair information quick links, OEM website quick links, and tech community quick links. This is all information available on the tool. I highly recommend starting by asking the end user, the person who wants to buy the tool, if they currently have an Identifix account. If they do, you can enter their username and password into the tool. Then select Save. This will keep that information in the tool and will deep link to their account. One of the first things that I like to show a customer is that they have the vehicle coverage guide right at the beginning without even IDing the vehicle. Just click on Coverage Guide, then slide down and select the year, the make, and the model of the vehicle. They will then see what's available for each module: live data, reading DTCs, or bi-directional controls, meaning they can control things, turn things on and off, or maybe even change parameters on things. Now pay real close attention. We're going to talk about something that really sets this tool apart, and that is repair source. Now, repair source is what it sounds like. It is repair information. I can use it on this tool without identifying the vehicle, without plugging into the OBD2 connector. Just open it up on the screen of the tool, then select the year, the make, the model, and the engine. Now I have diagnostic trouble trees. I have illustrations. Maybe I need maintenance information or even labor time guides. I can get it right here and I can print it off. Think about the assets of having this right up front on the tool. I can do this without ever plugging into a vehicle to start figuring out my estimate. Now, let's go ahead and use the diagnostic information. To use the diagnostic information, I do need to identify the vehicle. Once I have access to all of this. There's my direct hit we were just in. But the difference is it brought over the year, the make, and the model and the engine that identified when we ID'd the vehicle. The difference at the beginning to here, two different things. Here it deep linked, and the other way I had to do it manually. By here I can type in any code I want and get my diagnostic information. I also have symptom assist. Maybe a customer just gives you a symptom over the phone. You can jump on here and you could automatically find the top known repairs or fixes, gives you an idea where to even start your diagnostics. How about a customer calls up, wants to add, say, a key fob? I can go to key programming. Here I can learn how the system works, how to put a battery in the key fob. Also, if I go to a mobilizer, it will tell me what I need to do to add or replace a key. Let's say the main key is missing. Here's the steps, and it'll let you know if you need a factory tool. Now take a look. All the other controllers down here at the bottom, all the information is grayed out. They're blue. It's because I haven't selected a controller yet. Let me select engine. When I do, almost all the other ones now turn dark blue. I have access to them because I'm looking for something specific. Like, I don't know, maybe I want the oil light reset procedures for this vehicle. What do I need to do to reset those oil lights? I can use code assist. Let's say you're on that phone with the customer and they tell you somebody else diagnosed it with this code. By using the scan tool, I have the ability to go in once I've identified the year, make, model, and engine of the vehicle, put in the code the customer said somebody else scanned. Now, all we're doing is trying to get ahead of the game to find out, where should I start my diagnosis? What are the most common things for that code? Doesn't mean we're buying any parts yet. Gives me a head start. Let's go to symptom list. Let's say a customer calls up and says, hey, my vehicle gets really bad gas mileage all of a sudden. Well, there you go. There's some information to help you diagnose it. But let's say that vehicle, that code that you looked up was P0420, catalyst efficiency. Here's the steps of the drive cycle that you would need to complete to make sure that vehicle is fixed and the code doesn't come back. You validated your repair. And also TSBs. Think how important TSBs are. You can have the customer call you, give you the symptoms, give you the code, whatever it is. Go here and look for TSBs and scroll through and find out if there's something that applies to that maybe there's a reprogramming or a reflash available to fix that vehicle. Now, I'm only touching part of this. Maybe you go to tune-up specs. Maybe you need to know, spark plug torque, or maybe the original battery category and size and how many amperage, right? You can find it right there. Now, let's go ahead and read DTCs. Remember, we've already put the year, the make, and the model in. So we could do a complete scan report if we wanted to. I'm going to skip by it. I showed you this same thing when we talked about deep linking, but now we've identified codes. On the right-hand side, select details. Here you will find code criteria. What had to happen to set the code on the vehicle? Code assist. This means these are the most common things to help you start your diagnosis. Doesn't mean you want to go buy parts. Start looking in these areas. Now, by selecting repair source, it brought over the year, make, model, and code so that you didn't have to type anything in. And here's step-by-step procedures for diagnosing those codes. What if we wanted to use, let's say direct hit. Your customer has an Identifix account. See what it did? It brought over the year, the make, the model. Here it is. My information, what other technicians have done to repair the vehicle. Gives me a head start, once again, through diagnosing this vehicle. If I wanted to use the wiring diagrams, remember, we've already identified the vehicle by year, make, model, and code. We plugged into it, remember? So here's wiring diagrams. I select the system, and because this is an Android, I can move it around the screen. I can pinch the zoom if I want to. And I could print that off as a PDF and take it back to the vehicle, lay on the floor, whatever I need to do, be under the hood. And here's my wiring diagrams. Technicians today also love using Google. When I touch on Google, it brought over the year, make, model, and code. So you get the best 5 hits off Google to give you the most diagnostic power that you could ever have with any scan tool. If your customer has a Mitchell account, you can put their username and password in right here and log in and go right to their Mitchell account. If your customer also uses AllData, there it is. I can click on AllData, put in my user account, and I've got my full-blown AllData right at the scan tool. It does not deep link year, make, model, and code into either AllData or Mitchell. That only works with Identifix. If I click on web browser, we have built-in fast links like the Identifix, Mitchell, AllData, AutoData, whatever you want to use. But by selecting the OEM icon at the top, I can go directly to the OEM website. Sometimes I need information from the OEMs. I can also go to tech communities. Many technicians and shops out there belong to IATN. Here it is. Just log in with your credentials and you have IATN right at the scan tool. Now keep in mind, everything I'm telling you is at the fender of the car, could be at the toolbox of the technician, it could be at the counter with the technician and the customer. Think about how important all this information is. I'll see you again on the next video.